Hello everyone and welcome to EduTap. So guys, we are back with another session for Himachal Pradesh Administrative Services for the year 2021 and 2022. And we've started this series so that we can help you in your preparation for your prelims exam in the English section. So we've already discussed grammar, vocabulary section, and now we are on to your reading comprehension part. And this is the fourth session for your reading comprehension passages. And we are discussing previous year passages from the UPSC IAS exams. So these passages will definitely benefit you in your preparation and in your journey. So let's begin, guys. But before we start, I would like to inform you that if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so that you don't miss out on any important updates or any important videos. And join our Telegram channel if you want the PDFs of these sessions and many other sessions for free. The link for our Telegram channel has been given in the description of the video, and you can contact us for any query on this number during the office hours 8146207241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. So let's start our practice session, guys. But before we begin, I would again like to reiterate the important points of your comprehension. First is reverse reading. You should always read the question first, what you have to look for, then read between the lines. That means understand the passage, then assess the options very carefully, and then use your elimination method. So I've discussed all these tricks and tips in the first session, and they will be definitely very helpful for your exam. So do practice that. And now let's discuss a passage from your previous year exam from UPSC. Right. So let's read the question first. Which of the following is the most logical and rational inference? So what is an inference, guys? A logical fact or a data or something concrete that you can infer from the passage. That is called an inference. So let's read the passage and let's try to figure out what our answer could be. So here goes the passage, guys. Passage number 1, and we'll be discussing 3 passages in this session. So first passage is global population was around 1.6 billion in 1990. Today it is around 7.2 billion. So there has been a population explosion in the world and growing. Recent estimates on population growth predict a global population of 9.6 billion in 2050 and 10.9 billion in 2100. Unlike Europe and North America, where only 3 to 4% of population is engaged in agriculture, around 47% of the India's population is dependent upon agriculture. Even if India continues to do well in the service sector and the manufacturing sector picks up, it is expected that around 2030, when India overtakes China as the world's most populous country, nearly 42% of India's population will still be predominantly dependent on agriculture. Right. So, what is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the passage? Your options are: prosperity of agriculture sector is of critical importance to India. Second, Indian economy greatly depends on its agriculture. Third is India should take strict measures to control its rapid population growth. And fourth is India's farming communities should switch over to other occupations to improve their economic condition. See, economic conditions are not being spoken of in the passage. We can eliminate that. Strict measures to control. See, population is not just the problem with India. It is a problem. It's a global problem, right? Now, the point was that a lot of people are predominantly dependent on agrarian economy of the country. So the point is, Indian economy greatly depends on its agriculture. We are not talking about economy. So the correct inference is prosperity of agriculture sector is of critical importance to India, because if half of the population is dependent on agriculture, and if it is not uh, not a good economic sector, or it's not a good productive sector, then it becomes very difficult for the country to grow. So what has been conveyed by this passage from the author is that obviously the population will keep on growing, and the point is, if we are heavily dependent on agriculture, it should be it should be looked into, and it's of critical importance to India. So that is the logical and rational inference that can be made from the passage, guys. So my answer is option number A. Moving on, guys. Second passage, let's read and discuss this. First question is, which of the following is the most logical corollary? Now, a corollary and inference are one and the same thing, guys. Again, a logical fact or a logical, message that is basically conveyed through the words of the passage, that is called a corollary or an inference. So let's read the passage and let's try to figure out the answer. Here goes the passage, guys. Many pathogens that cause foodborne illness are unknown. So many pathogens that cause foodborne illness are unknown. Food contamination can occur at any stage from farm to plate. So food contamination can occur at any stage from farm to plate. Since most cases of food poisoning go unreported, the true extent of global foodborne illness is unknown. Obviously, people do not report, stomach aches or, diarrhea, and most of these are foodborne diseases. Now, improvements in international monitoring have led to greater public awareness. Yet the rapid globalization of food production increases consumers' vulnerability by making food harder to regulate and trace. We have the world on our plates, says an official of WHO. That global rapid globalization of food production. So that means food travels a lot, and we cannot say that where the illness began. Was it at the farm level, or was it at the production level, or processing level, or consuming level? Or is it because of the poor preservation? So guys, that is very difficult to understand. That has been conveyed in the passage. So let's read the options now. With more options for food come more risks. All right. Food processing is the source of all foodborne diseases. Now, guys, that is absolutely wrong. That is contradictory. Not just for food processing, there are many stages where it can, it can be contaminated. Third is we should depend on locally produced food only. Now, guys, this is an extreme option. We cannot say that's true. And last is globalization of food production should be curtailed. Now, what is the most logical corollary? So he's not saying that it should be curtailed, but he's saying that it it increases the consumer's vulnerability by making food harder to regulate and trace. So that is the problem. If we are not able to regulate and trace food, that becomes a problem. So globalization of food should not be curtailed. That is not the most logical corollary. The most important point is with more options for food come more risks. Absolutely. The more variety of food you try, the more variety of food you try to eat and consume, the more illness you are prone to. That has been conveyed because food comes from anywhere and everywhere, and it could be contaminated at any stage of production, consumption, or transportation or growth. So that is the point, that with more options for food come more risks. So that is the whole corollary of the passage. So my answer is again option number A. Now let's move on to the next passage, guys. Let's read the question first. Which of the following is the most logical and rational inference? Again, we have to find inference that can be made from the above passage. So let's read the passage, guys. I am a scientist, privileged to be somebody who tries to understand nature using the tools of science. So this is a autobiography, I think, an abstract taken from an autobiography. So I'm a scientist, privileged to be somebody who tries to understand nature using the tools of science. But it is also clear that there are some really important questions that science cannot really answer, such as why is there something instead of nothing? Obviously, why are we here? In those domains, I have found that faith provides a better path to answers. I find it oddly anachronistic that in today's culture, there seems to be a widespread presumption that scientific and spiritual views are incompatible. So he feels that, people should understand that science and spirituality can and again go hand in hand. So they are not two different poles, they are not two different sides. They could go together, they could be synonymous, they could be synchronous, they could go hand in hand. That is his opinion. So what is the most logical and rational inference, guys? Now let's read the options. It is the faith and not science that can finally solve all the problems of mankind. Extreme option, we can eliminate it. Science and faith can be mutually complementary if their proper domains are understood. Yes, that is absolutely true. There are some very fundamental questions which cannot be answered by either science or faith. That is not the message he wants to convey, so we can eliminate that. In today's culture, scientific views are given more importance than spiritual views. That is not the inference that can be made. So the correct answer is option number B. Science and faith can be mutually complementary if their proper domains are understood. So my answer is option number B. So guys, I hope you've understood how you should read the passage, how to comprehend it, and then analyze it, and then eliminate your options and choose your answer. And you will face such passages in the exam, that is for sure. You should prepare for such passages, critical passages, and should practice your elimination method as as frequently as you can. Guys, that was it for this session. I'll bring more such sessions to you in the upcoming videos. So thank you so much for joining in, guys. And don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram channel. You can find the PDFs of all these sessions for free there. And subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any important video. And guys, if you wish to contact us, you can call us on this number 81462072241 during the office hours. Or you can also drop an email at hello@edutab.co.in for any query if you have. And guys, if you wish to visit our courses, this is our website, and you can find the links of our courses in the description of the video as well. So guys, I thank you once again for your precious time, and I wish you all the success in your endeavors in your upcoming upcoming journey, and we wish to stay with you throughout this process, so you can believe in us and you can get benefited from us as much as you want. So thank you so much once again, guys, and having said that, I'll take your leave for today. I'll see you again very soon. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy learning to all of you, guys.